episode 2 of the music review. All right, I'm excited for this one. We got a lot of submissions. Just a few housekeeping things here. We got a new Discord server called the Nate Rose Family. If you're interested in checking that out, either hit me for the link to the Discord, or you can check it out in my Instagram bio, which is where it is currently at the time that this live is happening. Awesome. So the way to submit this time was to pop in, join the Discord server, verify. You can scroll down to Nate Rose Music Submissions. I got a channel for that. Once you're in there, you drop one link, you're good to go. There's a $10 skip the line today. So if you want to guarantee that your song is played, we got quite a few. I'm gonna stream for roughly an hour. But if you want to guarantee that, you can hit the PayPal link there, send $10, and skip the line. We have one skip the line already so far, so that'll be the first song that we play. This week, I have partnered with Woolgather, it's a couple college guys who have put together a really awesome brand. I was immediately struck by the branding. I thought that they had a just like really, really cool graphic art and sort of just, I don't know, entire experience. So wanted to bring them on. Anybody today that they listen in and they think that, you know, the music's good, you have an opportunity to get featured in one of their Spotify playlists. So just trying to add value back to everybody, by giving some opportunity for independent artists to, you know, get some Spotify playlisting or video on YouTube or whatnot. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to start off with a song called Tapestry, Dabara. It's an unreleased track, but I'm going to play that right now, about a minute of that, and here we go. Uh-oh, looks like we might not have audio. Let me change that real quick. Let me fix this right quick. Here we go. Streamlabs has some issues that I'm not sure about why they do this, but let's try it again. See if this fixes it. Bear with me one second. Boom. Let's try that. Let me see if it plays from... Okay, so for some reason this is not playing from this specific source, so we're just going to hop over to Spotify. I'll have to skip that one for now because for some reason it's not being recognized. So we are going to move on to the next one. Pardon that, guys. So we're going to start off with Quincy, Sundays. He submitted before, but I think he wanted to submit again. That way he could get it in front of some new ears, and we'll gather. So that'll be the first one that we play. So you guys have already gotten my feedback on this. I'll give it again, but here we go.
I'm waiting for every day to be kicked back like a Sunday. No worries about Monday, no going back to the Monday, yeah. I'm waiting for every day to be kicked back like a Sunday. I'm gonna kick it in the shade. I'm feeling so Sundays, yeah. Now we slow down, on easy listening, looking for my sound, something I'm missing, still talking no stress, I'm too Sundays, caught and bliss, I'm shooting each shot, shooting star, blink, you might miss, natural talent, a lot of y'all like this, feeling so good, I'm mindless, forgetting that I forget, keep my focus, what's bliss, got my pen tip, I'll cross it off the list, chilling and killing on a Sunday, negativity can't phase, keep your guessing catchphrase, on this purple haze, why we call it Sundays, I'm catching fire, hot like a blaze.
Alright, so that is Sundays by Quincy. What I really like about this song is that he sounds very, very comfortable with the vocals that he has, especially in the hook section. I feel like the melody is really nice and relaxing, something that I would cruise around to. And it sounds very confident, right? It sounds like he's just in the cut, having a good time, and enjoying that. So Quincy has submitted a few other ones. He has another one coming up today. So we'll dig into that. But so far, this is my favorite song that I've heard from him. He submitted it a couple times, but There you go. That is Sundays by Quincy. All right, we are going to get into Perseverance by Unscripted.
My tongue, it's March Madness. I got a little hood radness, head full of dreams, mind full of schemes. College degrees didn't come along, so we challenged the whole game, made you suckers have a sing-along. Here's $1 for your mind and some yen for your dreams. Back then we used to run the whole street. Onto the city, brought the whole gang with me. When a homie dies, make sure you ink up your sleeve. The whole hood believes we're here for a bigger cause, unlike that fake shit that you brought. Now don't forget that we're role models to these kids. Man, you fucked the world up, no one to hand it to these kids. Glorified a lone sailor, promoted till he whipping, but never told him that the ship was sinking. Now he shows up and chose to listen. Said cakes, the real world is in the plain tea I'm sipping. Oh.
Alright, so that is Perseverance by Unscripted. We were about to get into the hook, but that is 1:18 into the song. And with the volume and submissions, we got to keep it pushing. Alright, so the thing I do like this beat quite a bit. The saxophone, if you're listening in headphones, the saxophone was kind of panning from one side to another, which I thought was an interesting element, that it kind of traveled from left to right and back. The vocals sound very passionate. I think that's a really important thing, especially with lyrical content such as this. What I will say though is there were parts rhythmically where it was a little bit offbeat. Sometimes it was a little bit ahead lyrically, sometimes it was a little bit behind, and so I think that what I would suggest is really making sure you're honing into that pocket, because I don't want to have to be like, is he gonna say the word, and then you do and it's a little late. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. So just make sure that you're moving that. Try to either get it in the takes, or if you need to in post, if you for some reason can't really find the pocket or whatever, adjust it in post. I think that would really help out the song. But that is Perseverance by Unscripted. All right, we're going to bounce over to the next song by J.D. Wilson called Gold Digger Vibe. On this, and this is something I'll harp on quite a bit. I think the flow is good. I think he's on. The thing that really took it out for me is the vocal mix. The vocals are really they're not recorded very well, and the way that they sit in the mix, they're really far back. It's not very present. Sounds like you recorded really far away from the microphone, and it's sitting pretty low in the mix. A good mix is really, really important, because that is what either keeps you in the song or pulls you away from it. I've given this analogy before, but it's like a cake. So a lot of different elements like eggs and things go into a cake. But if the eggs are bad, the end consumer just thinks that the cake tastes bad. They don't recognize why they don't like it, or that it was a bad egg. This is very much the same thing with mixing. If there's something that's really off, like the vocal mix behind, they just think it's a bad song, where it could actually just be fixed by having a better mix on that. So that is a big suggestion. If you need some references to mix engineers, we got a spot for that. You can hit me up. I'll definitely put you over their way. But definitely got to have a great mix if you want to start building a fan base, because you really want to have people engaged off the rip. So, Gold Digger Vibe by J.D. Wilson. All right, now we got a song called 120 by 17 and Kuroma something. Kuromang. All right, here we go. If you'd like to skip the line, you can drop $10 on PayPal. I'm going to be checking that right now, actually, just to make sure nobody else has popped in.
Yeah, I'm not Demi and I'm talking on God. I keep the glizzy, but I keep it on loud. Devil diamonds not Demi, get lit like a rock. You mess with the wrong trust like a rock star. Yeah, I'm not Demi and I'm talking on God. I keep the glizzy, but I keep it on loud. Devil diamonds not Demi, get lit like a rock. You mess with the wrong trust like a rock star.
Come over, I'm not sober, but I gotta know. Just text me before you go, bitch, I gotta get home. 120 up on the road, run the gas dry till my engine runs cold,
Like I got hope, go, pose like shooting photos, and cup like a polo, got the strap like my name Romo. Stacking them all the bands is what I do like every day, counting up all this dough until all my fingers shake, smoking gas by the boat, but my mind is clear as day. Master my apprentice, I put my soul all up in the tree, feeling like a top dog by the way I run the game. I feel like I'm Bunny made off if he made no way. I'm not dead, but I feel it every.
All right, so that is 120 by 17 Kuromang and Von Royal, now that I see that at the bottom. So I think in this one, the mix is definitely better than the last track, but I still think the vocals are a little bit low for my taste. It was sort of hard to really make out some of the words because of how it's buried. Like the beat seemed to kind of take it over in some sense. I think the flow is good. I think it sounded great. I think that it could utilize more moments. This is also something that I harp on quite a bit. But moment creation is what keeps the interest throughout the entire song. So whether that's beat breaks or vocal effects or basically any element that kind of pulls you into moments. And if you have those spliced throughout the song like many, many times, what you're going to have is a song with a lot of replay value, because when somebody hears it and they come back and they listen to it a second time, they're anticipating these cool things that they heard throughout. So you're giving it, you're giving it some extra added sauce and interest to keep the listener engaged and have that replay value. And you want the replay value because if you have that, you make a lot more money because you get a lot more streams and people become better fans. More bottom funnel fans. All right, cool. Next up, we have CM Bodine, Lowest Point. Here we go. I like this piano.
I'm on my lowest point. I'm on my lowest point. God, I need you more than ever. I need to hear your voice. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. I've looked over so many things. Can you tell me when I'm gonna heal? I wonder when I'm gonna stand up for myself, stand for the things I believe in. Who's gonna tell me they love me and mean it? Who can I trust? I won't keep any secrets. You said I could trust you. I ended up bleeding, and you ended up leaving. You ended up leaving. No star's gonna shine forever. No sky lives without any storm. There's always a cloud in the summer. Is it love if nobody endures? Is it love when you tell me you love me at night when you wanna feel warm? Is it love when I tell you I love you so you don't feel hurt anymore? Is it love if the love ain't the same anymore? It's pain in my chest and won't leave me alone. Didn't need much, just don't leave me alone. Cars.
Nice. I think this was really dope, and I can tell that it's building up. If I had more time on the stream, I'd play these songs all the way through. If you guys would prefer that, what we can do is start doing that, but then there will be the need for way more skip the lines, right? So I'm trying to get to as many of these as I can without anybody having to pay to skip the line right now. So I think that had a nice build. The beat sounds really cool. I think it's like going somewhere. The anticipation is there. Again, with the vocal mix, I'm not too crazy about it. To me, it's a little bit saturated in the mid area. I'd like to hear it be a little bit crispier. Also, moment creation. I think there is a sense of moment creation because it continues to swell and it's leading somewhere, which I like. But also just adding things with, some ad-libs or some background vocals or something to stress certain parts, I think would be helpful as well. But that is Lowest Point by CM Bodine. All right, next up we got Bloodshed, 100 Miles Away. Here we go. That is 100 Miles Away by Bloodshed. This is like an EDM track, I'm guessing. I'm not anticipating any vocals just based on the structure. So one thing I'll say is that it took an entire minute basically to get to the drop. And the build to me didn't super keep my interest. Like, I think it was not enjoyable to listen to, but it didn't keep me engaged because over that minute, the only instrument that was really introduced was like this kick drum, and it started building a little bit. But I need something to really get me excited for what the drop is going to sound like, and I feel like that wasn't there for me personally. I think this overall sounds pretty good, but I would definitely try to capture the listener's interest as early as you can. On the drop itself, I think the snare needs to cut through a lot more. I'd like to hear a sharp, snappy snare. I felt like the snare had a lot of like funky kind of mid to low end kind of thump to it. So that's just my opinion from what I'm hearing, like right on from the mix. But anyway, yeah, there you go. I think the rest of it sounds pretty good. Melodically, it sounds nice. But that is my advice there. And I say this before, I'll say it again. But don't take any of my feedback to heart unless you take it as constructive criticism. It's just my opinion. Music is very subjective. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here. I'm just giving you some advice that maybe can be constructive when you work on your next project. So please don't feel like I'm attacking you or anything like that. That's, I think, one of the benefits of submitting to this, and if you're submitting to other streams like this and you hear the same types of criticisms, definitely take it and improve upon it, because I'm trying to, give some useful advice here. But yeah, definitely don't feel discouraged in any way. Just take it for what it is. All right, we're gonna do Henny Lemonade by Adamar Locke now. Here we go.
Life give you lemons, you make lemonade. I ain't talking Minute Maid. I pour this Henny in my cup, sip, and then I go sit in the shade. I don't got time for no shade. If I love you, then I mean it. If you don't mean it, you can keep it. All the problems, you can leave it. Henny Lemonade. We was sippin', we was sippin' on that drink. She was stepping through, turn my hair around, I'm like, wait. All the eyes on you, like a float at the parade. All this Henny in my cup. Shawty know what's up. Play your favorite song. She gon' fuck it up. Oh, Henny lemonade, pour some drop up in mine. Henny Henny lemonade, goddamn, she's so fine. Sup, babe, what you doing later? Her friend ugly, wife, I need a favor. She don't even speak my language. It's okay, I got a translator. It's like 100 degrees, you know that the block is hot. We in the room.
Alright, that is Henny Lemonade by Adam R. Locke. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I like this song quite a bit, actually. Kept my interest. Like it had a pretty short intro. I was anticipating it. The vocals came in. It was dope. Wasn't too crazy about the little hook section or bridge section or whatever that was, where it was like the kind of 4 repeated thing. But that's personal preference there. I think that I would have liked to have heard something a little bit different, a little bit bouncier in that, but just for my own taste. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really solid track. I think that this is definitely something that I would consider adding to one of my playlists as well. So that is Henny Lemonade by Adam R. Locke. If you're interested, you can go checking that out. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite I've heard so far. So, okay, now we're going to bounce back to Couch Boys and Quincy. This track is called Pedestal. Here we go. Y'all let me know what you think of these songs in the comments.
King my world, not coming off this pedestal. Pretty girls, what's the word? They say I'm Reginald. Soon I'll be a couple thousand deep out at the festivals. Fucking all the shit up like my mascot is a Seminole. So bitch, just let me be. Move on, shit is free. Let me have my peace, let me smoke my fucking weed. Have some fucking pride, save your precious time. Wasting all your life, talking crazy about mine.
Every day we dreaming, planning, plotting, scheming for right reasons. Against us is treason. Sitting on the couch, boys, cheddar cheese and music's elevating. Numbers are agreeing, increasing our being. Crimes are egregious, not facetious, make them speechless. Silent seamless, locked up in your keyless. Acting like a penis, hating on the neatness. Cause you wanna be us, but we too high. Bye-bye, third eye, have mine. Can't see us as IVRs. Keep it hush, let's fuck it up. Hopping across the board, might as
All right, that was Pedestal by Couch Boys and Quincy. Yeah, I thought that this song came in a great way. I was pretty engaged quickly. I wasn't a fan of the penis line in there personally, but yeah, I think this has a really good vibe. I think of all the vocal mixes that I've heard today, it's just probably my favorite. It's present. It's thick, but also doesn't sound like it was recorded in a home studio. I mean, it very well may be, but I mean, like, I think it has another kind of standard of quality in terms of the robust nature of the voice, and you can hear all that in there. So that was Pedestal by Couch Boys and Quincy. Again, I think moment creation is really important, so I would have liked to have heard more moments in there. Take and pay attention to little elements that you can add, beat breaks that you can add, like swells that you can add in the production, vocal effects, introduce new layers of vocals, harmonies, that kind of thing. That is going to create a better experience for your listener and create moments as we go along. So, all right. Next up is About It by S-Bit. Here we go.
About it, then I doubt it. I'm like Guru with my outfits. I know you can't live without or without me like Slim Shady. You know, right shit on the daily. I'm at the bed like Tom Brady. Go to tie like Motley. I write the song, I kill song, I do the show, I prove them wrong. Everywhere I go, we get along. You looking for me in your catalog, It's a marathon, championship. I'm a con, I knock you out. Round 3 to go A to Z like Amazon. I package shit, Back to back, I'm attacking shit. Speak your words, say your phrase. I don't care, I'm planning shit like I'm planning this. Shit so deep, examine it. Now you're understanding it. My mixtape now ending this. Fife, my hometown.
Alright, I'm going to say this again. I think vocal mix is really, really important. This record also kind of pulled me away because of how the vocals sounded in context with the beat. So I think the beat has a decent mix to it. I think when the vocals come in, it sounds like they're recorded far away, or like in a really verby room. Not like super like long verb, but you get what I'm saying. It's got space to it that I don't think is intentional. So yeah, I think, guys, when you want to have a polished product, I mean, you're putting your time and effort into things, and look, I mean, I go back and I look at my old music, and my old mixes are terrible, and I understand how that like as you're going along, you may not have heard these things. Like even me at the time, I was like, wow, these mixes I'm making are like really good, for what I was able to do. But if you want to skip some steps, this is a great way to do it. If you get yourself a mix engineer that knows what they're doing, you can skip all the steps of having to release music for 3-4 years in order to become a good enough mix engineer yourself that you can create something quality. I think you should know some things about mixing, but whenever you're looking at releasing stuff, if you can find somebody to work with that really understands how to get a crisp vocal and also have a place to record that you can get some quality vocals out of, I think that's really important, because it was kind of pulling me away once again from the song. Overall, I think the flow was dope. I think you'll get better with the inflections and stuff. I think there were some things that seemed a little bit some phrases that were in there that seemed to lack a little bit of confidence or sounded as if they did. So I think that will just come with seasoning as an artist. So I know when I started making music, I was basically doing my best Yellow Wolf and Tech Nine impression and Lil Wayne impression. Those are like the three artists that I was really, really listening to back when I was a freshman in high school trying to make rap music. So, all right. Next up, we got Lester Crest. This is the title of the song by Almighty Alpha.
I don't got time to waste. No. I don't got time to waste. Go. Niggas be playing the game. Go. Shut up, this not GTA. Go. Come on your block with a K. $1 million a day. Go. I feel like Lester Crest. Walking that bank and jet. Can. I roll juice and gin. Right. Pour up a cup and sing. Shawty go out for the tips. Move with a stick like a pimp. Yeah. I used to ride on the bus. Now I record with a bus. My money is talking like Trump. Stack it up now, I'm on Mars. I gotta coop it on Mars. I feel like Elon Musk. Sometimes I bite the dust. I don't got time to waste. No, I don't got time to waste. Niggas be playing that game. Shut up, this not GTA. Come on your block with a K. $1 million a day. I feel like Lester Crest. Walking that bank and jet. I roll juice and gin. Pour up a cup and sing. Shawty go out for the tip. Move with a stick like a pimp. My niggas turn you to run.
Alright, that is Almighty Alpha, a song called Lester Crest. I do like the vibe of this song. I think the melody and the flow is really engaging on this record. If I had a criticism, I think it would be that the ad-libs were pretty loud. It was kind of like throwing me off a little bit. They were a little dry as well, so when they came in, it was like overpowering. The main vocal didn't seem to sit in a different sonic space or like sit back at all. They were just really in your face. And so that being said, every time I heard him, it kind of like took me out of the song. You want to keep your listener really, really engaged, and if the ad-libs are too distracting, that can happen. That's at least how I felt personally as I'm listening to it. But overall, I think I really like this track. It's got kind of a nice bounce to it. So definitely gonna check out more from this artist. All right, now we got a song called If I Go to Hell by Noah Marr and Kyle Cirque. I see that there is a criticism that my mic might be a little bit quiet. Unfortunately, it can only really be this close based on how I have this situation set up. But I will try to find a solution for that for next time. As long as you guys can hear me a little bit, that will suffice for the moment, and we'll upgrade the situation later. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Every time I get on stream, I tend to fix an issue that I had on the previous stream, so maybe the next one will be figuring out how I can get my mic to be louder. I can't just up the pregame, because then you're going to get all kinds of room noise, and you're going to hear more of what's in my headphones and stuff like that. So I'll figure it out, though. All right, If I Go to Hell by Noah Mar and Kyle Cirk. Here we go.
Look at me, tell me what you fucking see. Is it a menace to society? If I go to hell, I hope that they got weed. Wrote these lyrics, now they a prophecy. Calling me a prodigy. Smoke so much that I can't see. I can't blame it on the spirits. I don't dream, that shit's not for me. If I go to jail, it'll be a felony. Misdemeanors on my record, got no patience, blow my temper. Break out the skates, break down the weight, go to the bank. My money dirty, yeah, it really stank. I'm in a hurry.
All right, so that's If I Go to Hell by Noah Mar and Kyle Cirk and Indy 44. This one is another vocal mix issue, I think. The vocals are really, really far back in the mix, and they're very thin sounding to me. That can be a combination of things. If you are adding any EQ, you could be adding a high-pass filter to it that is too far up, kind of leave some thickness in the vocals. If not for that, then maybe it's the matter in which you're recording. But I think that they were really, really far back. The kick and the snare were hitting really hard as far as the mix goes in this record, but which I did like. I did like that. They kind of kept me in the beat. There was another interesting thing that happened at the beginning. I don't think it was a tempo issue, but the feel in the pocket was different from this intro section to when the beat kind of hit and it came in, so it kind of threw me off. I'm sure if I review this and watch this after it's posted, I'll notice kind of how I kind of was like, whoa, what's going on? But I don't know if you care for that kind of feedback, but if anybody else felt that way, then please sound off in the comments. That way that, maybe they can change that in the future. But that's If I Go to Hell by Noah Mar and Kyle Cirk. Definitely get those vocal mixes right. The vocal mix needs to be right. All right, here we go. Grindin' by K Fresh. Okay, this is interesting.
If you see me and my homies in the club, sitting in the back, you already know what's up. Having some fun, sipping on that bub. Checking out the scene, checking out the girls. Some of them ugly, some of them fine, some of them hot. Checking us out, tell them come over, come and say hi. Sit with your boy, baby, don't be shy. Some be gold diggers, we already know. We got our eyes on the bras, our minds on the dough. Everywhere we go, we keep it business cold. So if she coming for my money, she ain't getting none. Yeah, I'm on my grind. Grind so hard, I can do this day and night. I grind it low, I grind it high. No matter what I do, I stay on my grind. I'm grinding, yeah, I'm on my grind. Grind so hard, I can do this day and night. I grind it low, I grind it high. No matter what I do, I stay on my grind. I'm grinding, paper chasing, what you know.
All right, that is Grindin' by K Fresh. Okay, this is the best mix I've heard tonight. Yeah, I think that this, in terms of just where everything is sitting in the mix, this is keeping me fully engaged. It's crispy. The vocals sound right. Everything's kind of hitting in the right spots. So kudos on a good, proper mix here. I think the instruments are really cool. Some of it sounds a little dated to me. If that's the vibe you're going for, then for sure. If you're trying to, really kind of tap into the kind of old school sound. I like the cover art here as well. That's another criticism that I would have from some of these other artists where the mix, for example, isn't hitting right, is that also the artwork I could essentially tell from just a quality control perspective before listening to the song. If I see that the artwork isn't like a professional looking artwork, I imagine that, if you're not investing in having a graphic designer really go and do your artwork, you're probably not paying even more for a proper mix. So artists, I know that budget is a big constraint here, but you can get with people that are within a budget that will allow you to get some great sound. So I understand how that can be, but if it depends on how serious you're taking your craft. So that's just my 2 cents. That is K Fresh Grindin'. Digging that one. Outside of the fact that I think some of the sounds are a little dated for my taste, but that is up to interpretation. All right, this is If You Stay, I Can't Love You by Sarah Yamada. I cannot imagine this is about to be a rap song. If it is, I will be taken aback, but let's check it out.
Up here sitting on the roof, thinking you know me better than you do, and biding my time. I swear that I'm fine. You wanna hold me more than I do you. I find that kinda funny cause it's true. I'm not your type, you're just too scared to find someone new. Can't hide, have my intuition fade into nothing. When we're fine, at least something. I think that's borderline troubling. Cause I don't let myself be alive in the morning, and you stay till the morning. We lost track of time, and I don't know how to say I can't love you if I stay. I don't know how to feel if you want me anyway, want me. I don't know how to say I can't love you if I stay. I don't know how to feel if you want me anyway. Been waiting on the telling of the
Yo, I really like this track a lot, actually. This is If You Stay, I Can't Love You by Sarah Yamada. Mix was pretty good. It seemed to swell up in a way that was nice. I like the hook. I like her vocal tone. It's very, very breathy. I know that is clearly the style that she is going for. Yeah, I think overall this is really great. One of my favorite things about it that is also a criticism of maybe some of the earlier songs that we heard so far is that the vocals came in pretty early. I didn't have to wait a long time to kind of get captured in the interest. So yeah, definitely. You know, if you're a rapper, especially, you know, don't give me 45 seconds of intro beat, because the beat itself is not going to keep me interested unless it really has some crazy production or, you know, something happening there. Like, get to it quickly. That way you can keep your listener engaged. Because you've got to consider when Spotify, for example, their algorithmic playlist, they might serve your song up to a new listener if you're getting some good engagement. But if a new listener is just listening to a beat for 45 seconds, they're going to skip. And that is going to negatively affect your algorithmic play. And it's not just about working the algorithms. This is basically just psychology all over the board. But especially in a Spotify context, it's going to work against you to have a track that is not immediately capturing, you know, within, say, the first 7 to 10 seconds. Earlier than that, if you can. But 7 to 10 seconds captured the listener. And I think this song did a really good job of doing that. So, all right. Next up, we have White Owl with Tuck Ryan. Here we go. This is Charles Infamous. My bad. Charles Infamous is my guy, so I know this is about to be good. Yeah. I feel like rapping over it myself.
Say you wanna spend the night out, lose ourselves again.
Oh yeah.
Wanna hit the Ellen vibe out, flying through your atmosphere. Just a little hit and I'm out, leave you on a wave. I just really wanna ride out, I just really wanna ride out. White out, white out, flying to you when it's night out. White out, flying to you when it's night out. White out, flying to you when it's night out. White out, flying to you when it's night out.
Women hitting me for the address. I I'm wondering where we at next. Too fried, I'm 2 steps ahead. Like who next to get the next rap? Like we ain't even done with the first one. Feeling like I never been from this earth, son. I'm the worst one. I be getting too damn paranoid just to fill the void. Y'all gotta feel the boy. I wasn't expecting this. The high is so effortless. I'm sitting trying not to think about all the stress and shit. My mind gone. Think about the shit that I better get and I'm on. People at the door better let them in and vibe on. Eyes a kite. Don't you open up that window, fly in the night. I've been cooling with my kinfolk, mixing with Sprite. I got something y'all can drink too, taking a flight. Look what I be getting into, doing it right.
Say you wanna spend the night out.
That is White Owl with Tuck Ryan, Charles Infamous. Really digging this track. Mix sounds great. Lots of moments in this record. I think the hook has a really nice vibe, nice melody. Charles Infamous always snapping on the microphone. So I think this is a really, really dope track. Yeah, I don't think I have to say too much more about that. I already knew he was going to come crazy with it. So check out Charles Infamous. That's my guy right there. All right, next up we got Wasabi by Stoic, Diesel, and Justin something. Let me see. Justin Starling. Ooh, I like this beat so far.
Everybody pays no mind, and I don't wanna really waste no time. Wasting my time. I could go and set it straight. I'm tired of only setting off my mind. Oh, my mind. Roll cigarette, gon' break. Pour it on the desk, I start my morning all in the mess I made. Hoping you let that suck less often. All out, it's a race. Crazy, got me drifting round out in Tokyo all day. But I stay in my lane. Tell me where the bag's at. Throw 'em in the backpack. I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm on a fast.
Yeah, this song is dope. I like a lot of this record. There are a few moments where I feel like, especially when it came into the hook, there was a space there that didn't seem like anything was happening. It didn't add to the anticipation of the hook drop. I think that could have been filled with either some kind of ad lib or vocal run or something in the production to keep it going. But overall, this is a great vibe. I really like this synth sound at the beginning. This, I hear some rain texture in there, and it's got this kind of nice floating major melodic situation going on. So that is Wasabi. Also really like the graphic art of this as well. If you guys want to check out the graphic art, definitely professional looking. So yeah, that's Wasabi by Stoic, Diesel, and Justin Starling. Check that one out. All right, we've got a few more. I'm gonna dig into a different section, and we're gonna see if I can pull them up and see if it plays. That's been playing from Spotify. I don't know if you guys could hear the song that I initially tried to play, but it wasn't showing on OBS that it was coming through. So, somebody also asked where the Discord link is. If you check out my Instagram, it's in the bio, or you can type, it's on screen here as well. If you want to type in all lowercase bit.ly, so bit.ly, bit.ly/Nate Rose Discord, that should take you to the invite link so you can join. All right, now we're going to go through here. Let me see if this will work. See if I can play it from within here. All right, let me see if I can pull it up. Here we go. This is Izzy, Easy, YYY, Fancy. All right.
It's okay not to be alright. Nothing has changed. Baby, I'm still the same. My heart fell and never came back. Hitting every day. No mind so small. It's okay not to be alright. Nothing has changed. Baby, I'm still the same. My heart fell never came back. Hating every day, no mind so small. Just doing freaky things, cause I'm doing fancy things. Girl, I'm not a clown, I know that you're playing with me. Stop that game, I know you're trying to hide.
Alright, that is Izzy Fancy. I've got a couple criticisms. Also, just on the high note here, I think that it's got a nice kind of pocket, and he's staying very much within the context and the rhythmic elements of the beat. So I really like kind of the vibe and the flow that he's chosen here. Purchase your tracks today popped through in the record. You guys gotta buy your beats. That's just, that's just unacceptable, right? Come on, gotta buy the beat. Like, I don't know if you ripped this or you just decided that you were gonna utilize, I don't know. The purchase your tracks today indicates to me that you didn't purchase this beat. So that is a problem, not only from a business perspective, but just like, support the producers that you're getting these beats from. Secondly, I think that this song could use, so I think the vocal mix sounds pretty good, but there are some tuning issues. I think some of these notes are just a little bit flat, and I think if you just had some tuning in there, that would really crisp this vocal out and make it sound way, way better. I think you have a decent voice, but crisping out those notes a little bit is going to really help the vibe of the song. So those are my criticisms there. Buy your beats. Also, get some auto-tune on that. And that is not a diss. Just crisp out the vocals a little bit with that. That's going to be a nice added element. Basically, every one of your major artists are using auto-tune. For those of you who don't mix music or whatever, auto-tune is not just the T-Pain or the Lil Wayne sound. That's when you take the retune speed and you make it really, really fast, and you make it super dramatic so it has this kind of robotic effect. All your major artists basically are using some type of tuning software, whether it's Melodyne or Auto-Tune or whatnot, but that's to crisp out their vocals. They're all pretty much using it. So just keep that in mind. All right, here we go. Pop back in here. We're going to try, this is Saulo, Saulo, No Cap Freestyle. Here we go.
Ok, facciamo un po' di rap serio, yeah. No cap flame, no cap game, entro in game, tutto ok, giro con lei, lascia sti fake, senza make, vedo in giro soltanto si blabla, anche chi non lo sa fare ora canta, progetti chiusi sì nella mia stanza, anche se arrivo non ho mai abbastanza, dico di no, ma sai che mi manca, ho le mie skills, chiuse stanza, tanti rimorsi, ne è più bianca, tanti ricordi se cosa mi manca, nel mio back sì un black umore, sembra un cantastorie sì le storie canto, sempre tanto amore nell'amore manco, scrivo col cuore ma aspetto altrettanto, ok, troppi ricordi non prendo sonno, tanti rimorsi, amore odio, non ti rendi conto, sì mi rendo conto, ma ti pare modo, non gli dare conto. Non gli dare conto, ma ti pare modo, non gli dare conto.
I don't know what he's saying.
Non gli dare conto, ma ti pare modo. No cap flame, no cap gain, entro in game, tutto ok, giro con lei, lascia sti fake, senza make, odio chi odia, scrivo.
Alright, I really like the flow in the hook there. Like,
lascia sti fake, senza make, odio chi odia, scrivo un
Yeah, so that's creating, there's a lot of space there, which is nice because it kind of makes you wait and anticipate certain things. I think the flow is really, really good in this. There were a couple moments that I feel like some of the words weren't quite on where they needed to be. But I'm going to come back to my biggest criticism here is the vocal mix could be better. Just the mix overall could be better. I think this could be, if you had a great mix on this, I think this would be a really, really strong song. So, I mean, I think it's strong already, but a great mix would really bring this out. So keep that in mind. That is Saulo, $AULO, No Cap Freestyle. All right. I'm going to check the PayPal again if anybody skipped the line. We got about 10 minutes left, so we'll see how many more I can get through. All right. Nobody has skipped the line yet. If you'd like to skip the line, get in here because we only have about 10 minutes left. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Somebody sent a BeatStars link. Let's see about that. This is Scotty Splash. That's my guy. He sent me one called Landslide. So this is a beat by Scotty Splash. If you need some good graphic art, Scotty is the dude for that. So really dope. He actually shout out Scotty Splash, because Scotty Splash designed this stream layout here. Not the little free submission thing, but this entire kind of thing here. This was straight out of Scotty Splash's brain. So we're going to see what his beats sound like now. Here is Landslide by Scotty Splash. Scotty Splash, a beat called Landslide from his BeatStars. I think the mix is really good on this. I love that it leaves a lot of space for an artist to come and kind of add to the beat. One thing that I find that is a criticism of producers that aren't producing, like that haven't really worked with artists before, is that they fill way too much of the beat with just like to showcase their production. And you got to realize that, you know, the song is basically half the beat and half the vocal and the artist on it. So you want to leave enough space that they have some creative freedom. If you are filling it with too many melodic elements, it's going to be really hard you're going to be really limited in terms of what melody you can do yourself with your vocals. And the same thing, if there's too much going on with the beat, there's too many like fills and things going on with the beat, then it's kind of hard to, you're limited with what you can do on the rhythmic side with the rap part. So Landslide, I think that mix is great. It's got a nice vibe to it and it leaves plenty of space for the artist. So definitely think that this is dope. All right, Scotty Splash. Checking the PayPal one more time, see if we have anything else that popped up. In case there's a skip the line, no skip the lines. All right, this will be the last one that I do here, and then we'll wrap it up. Here we go. This is Adam O, Trapped in My Mind from Bangers Only. This song has 13.3 million views on it.
In Virginia and Maryland, do we file taxes in each state?
With large catches in both? Yes.
Now I have to listen
I'll
to
even
this
file
ad.
for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to mute this while this ad runs. I'm not giving them extra impressions. All right, here we go.
Young Ting, you going crazy.
Oh no, no. King, that shit fuego. Can't breathe in toxic skies. Pollute me with your lies. Yeah, I thought that I'd die. Whoa. I cannot breathe through toxic skies. You pollute me with your lies. Thought I'd die along with my sense of time, and I'm not alright. Feel trapped in my mind, I can't escape even if I try to. Little too late, too weak and too kind. My heart is on fire and I'm burning alive, so I guess I'm not fine. Still trapped in my mind. The date been in my mind for days. Wish I could get away. You know it isn't safe for me to be in this headspace. Drunk and I miss you unless I'm just drunk. Told me to swim then.
Alright, that is Adam O, Trapped in My Mind. I don't think that I have a ton of criticisms for this song. I think the melody is nice, the mix is nice. I think the fact that it's got 10 million streams on Spotify and 13.3 million views on YouTube is sort of a testament to it passing the sniff test of the consumer for lack of better words. So I don't have a lot of criticisms for that. It came out in 2019, so this is over. Wow, this is a couple years old, almost about a year and a half. So anyway, Adam O, Trapped in My Mind. That is the last one that we have today for episode 2 of the stream. Shout out Woolgather, who is tuned in, has been tuned in this entire time. I'm sure he's probably found some people that he can add to the playlist from this. So shout out Woolgather. Thank you guys for all your submissions. As we continue doing this, some weeks will be paid submissions, some weeks we'll do the free submissions. That just depends on a variety of factors. If it gets to a point where we get so many free submissions that it doesn't make sense to do it, we will probably implement that. I think that there are probably, we probably ended up missing like 5 to 10 tracks this time, just by kind of looking over it, but that's okay. That's why we had the skip the line feature. So anyway, all right guys, until next time, go check out the Nate Rose Family Discord. I'm going to be very, very active in the Discord going forward this year. Also, I'm going to be streaming quite a bit. I'm doing beat making live streams. I'm doing music reviews. And then one thing I'm doing within Discord, because I'll get blocked on Twitch if I do it, is having listening parties to, just albums, classic albums, new albums. One of the things that I noticed is that I know Radiohead, but I've never listened to like a full album top to bottom. And so that's something that I want to venture into, and it got me thinking about what rap albums I haven't listened to in a long time, or all the way through, or whatnot. So in the Discord, I'm going to be basically popping into a music stream and playing through an entire album, listening to it with you guys, giving my feedback, so we can just hang out in there. The first time we did it, I did MF Doom and Madlib's Mad Villainy album, and I was quite pleasantly surprised with the post-production. Don't really hear anything quite like that today. It was sort of like the old school chop vocal sample version of like Travis Scott's Astroworld in terms of the production and stuff. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll figure out the mic situation. Obviously, if I come way close to it, it's a lot louder. But I'll figure that out for next time. Maybe work on the position.